team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now Trubisky on first down. They'll set up the screen to Howard. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of...
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 52 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. On second down, here's Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third down, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Barth puts it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Now, that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway.
Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League. First down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get free last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go play action here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. It's now fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He's got White here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And that's encouraging there for Chicago Bears fans. A catch by Kevin White. Missed his entire rookie season with an injury. Only played 4 games in 2016. He also tried to change his luck in this season, moving from uniform number 13 to number 11, which he wore in college.
Trubisky will throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin King, the rookie from Washington. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Hundley. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. Deontay Thompson deep for Chicago. This is fielded at the 27. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights him off. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Now let's go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. This is Howard on 2nd down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Trubisky to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Barth puts it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throwing, Hundley. Quick hitch, complete. It's Adams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. Clock running. Under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good wrecking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. On the right side, this is Miller. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And taken at the 46. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danny Trevathan coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Flex round! Flex round!
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Second down now after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he fires one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bears on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now it's Trubisky. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin King, the rookie from Washington. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He finds the rookie from Alabama, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Rasul Douglas, the rookie from West Virginia. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go! Let's go!
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, it's Pumphrey. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll set up to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
A gain of 11 and a first down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Back to throw again. And he's got Bennett. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard, right on the 30-yard line. 6 yards there on the pickup, and the Packers are going to have a first down.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. It's Pumphrey on the toss, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On the run, it's Pumphrey. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
His pass caught with the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
It's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Crosby on now to kick it away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On second down, Trubisky. He completes it right side to White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Watching now, Barney!
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Trubisky will throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the immediate reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They run with Pumphrey, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught. Nelson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go! Brand 38!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to roam now. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Come on, let's go!
Now Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. 3rd down here.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and goal. Now Hundley. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jake Ryan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
All right, now, lock and put this in. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, hey, they finish a perfect